But we will give you the backstory of the recent outbreak in Samut Sakhon. It all started from a 67-year-old shrimp vendor who was tested positive for COVID-19 last Thursday.
Which we don't have information yet where she got the virus.
Right.
So we don't know that whether it started from her or it started from the illegal immigrant or it started from her employee or somebody that she has contact with.
Exactly, because that first local transmission in Samut Sakhon has already caused alarm because it was reported that it was the first local transmission in that province, and the shrimp vendor who got infected with COVID-19 last Thursday, after that, 3 people who were closely related to her were infected with the virus. That is her son and 2 migrant workers. But it was not until Saturday night where the Disease Control Department and the provincial government of Samut Sakhon announced during a televised press conference that 516 new cases were found after officials conducted mass testing, and most of the recent cases, like you said, are migrants from Myanmar. And that brought the total number of infections related to the seafood market cluster to 548 on that day. And due to the big jump in new cases, the Samut Sakhon governor has ordered a virtual lockdown on the entire province. Right. And all travel for migrant workers in that province were also banned, while restrictions were also placed on people leaving and going into the province. Other surrounding provinces are also on high alert as there are new infections among those who recently visited the market. And if we look at the current numbers of the new cases related to that particular cluster in Samut Sakhon, as you're seeing right now, Bangkok has increased to 4 cases already. Samut Prakan, 4 new cases. Nakhon Pathom, 3 cases, and 1 new case in Uttaradi province, 3 new cases in Saraburi, and in the total number of infections in Samut Sakhon is now 821, and that's a big jump here from
500 yesterday.
500
to 800 something,
yes.
And possibly more tomorrow. Not possibly, definitely more
Definitely
tomorrow.
more tomorrow, but it really depends whether there's going to be a big jump like
Right.
what we saw on Saturday. And a bit of a background to Samut Sakhon province, it's actually a province that is heavily dependent on migrant workers because of its fishing industry. So it is estimated that there are around 300,000 to 400,000 migrant workers in the province, and most of them stay in very crowded living quarters. And many are believed that these people have entered the country illegally from Myanmar. So it's more like a deja vu to what happened in Singapore, because the COVID-19 situation in Singapore at that time, the cluster came from the group of migrant workers living in dorms. And this is more like a deja vu here. So many of the, So it is believed that the situation here is not really good at all.
It's kind of resemblance of what happened in Singapore. Talking about illegal immigrant, actually today the president of the Federal of Thai Industries, FTI, Mr. Supan Mongkol Suthi, actually said that what is going on right now, Samut Sakhon, is damaging to the industry, the factory and the trade that's going on. He said about 1,000 baht worth of trade daily. He said this illegal immigrant in Thailand is a result of careless government measures, and it led to illegal border crossing. He asked government to stop such organization, which he believes that there must be some Thai official involved in the process. And he said that the government have to investigate this very quickly to find illegal workers, which he said most of them work in fresh market. And he said that the current spread of the virus is very damaging, and he believed there is no illegal immigrant work in over 6,000 factories in Samut Sakhon. Because he said all factories are legal persons, they can, when they hire legal immigrant, they actually get more benefit. It's actually more beneficial to them. And besides, if they get caught hiring any illegal immigrant, they have to pay fine up to 200,000 baht per person.